as you're watching the match, so got a pretty good view of some of these shots. And that one goes just wide as well, almost the same spot, and that'll give Lingwei the first point of this match, up 1-0. Good from Christian there. Ropes a couple of nice passing shots. Lingwei gets the first, but can't reach that second one, and gets the ball back to Kaitlyn, up 1-0.
Wow, good passing shot over here.
And these guys both look really sharp early on. They're very confident in their passing shots. They're finding tight spots near the line. Should give us a good chance to see a really competitive match here.
Oh, really good. I was about to say hit it cross court, but did it even better. Yeah, this is perfectly done.
Lingwei had a great passing shot there to the backhand of Kaitlyn, low and dipping, but Kaitlyn's an excellent volleyer at the kitchen line, and she hits a perfect volley there that Lingwei can't get to. Kind of as with a lot of the better singles players, Tom, a lot of the top players come from a very competitive tennis background. These guys were both Division I tennis players. Kaitlyn played professional tennis for I think about 10 years before turning to pickleball, so you can see that in their ground strokes.
For sure.
It's actually pretty rare for the top players not to come from a tennis, accomplished tennis background. Tom, you might be the one exception where you played as a child up till what, like 10 or 12, but
yeah.
Wow, that's just too good.
Really good.
Yeah. Kaitlyn is looking really, really sharp. She's been sharp this whole tournament. She's had two very convincing wins to get to this round. She has only given up 7 points in 2 matches to start this tournament, so that's pretty impressive.
It's really impressive. Deep slice volley. Wow.
Yeah, Lingwei looks really good. I haven't seen her play quite as much, nearly as much as Kaitlyn Christian, but you don't get to the top 20 in singles without having a really, really good game. And Lingwei looks like she's very comfortable from both the baseline and coming to the net. Lingwei seemed a little bit frustrated with that. I don't know if it was the bounce or just her decision on where she went with it, but that leads to a tie match here at 2. Lingwei had a little tougher road to get to this point in the tournament. She went to 3 games in her round of 64 match for beating Lauren Stratman in 2 straight games in the round of 16. So she's played a few more games, a few more points than Kaitlyn Christian so far. But looking quite sharp here, I would say, early. That was an absolute rocket. Oh my gosh, we're right near that where she hit that shot, and that was beautiful. A lot of pace and
Wow.
right on the almost on the line, sideline.
Impressive. People like to say same guy or same girl, right?
Same gal, yep. She looked like she rocked a little bit back on that one and sails it well along. Kaitlyn tries the almost a tennis type shot, a drop volley that does not get over the net and turns the ball back over to Lingwei, who only trails by 1 here early, showing well. That's another beautiful shot by Lingwei. She gets pulled wide there on her backhand, which actually opens up the court, gives her more angles, and she finds that back right corner behind Kaitlyn Christian to even the score at 3. Leads to the infamous towel timeout that you see a lot. Gives Kaitlyn a few seconds to gather herself and get back ready for the serve at 3-3. Beautiful passing shot by Kaitlyn.
Pretty good.
Yeah, these ladies, I mean, they're putting them right near the lines when they do their passing shots. It's really impressive to watch. Now Kaitlyn's going to be serving with the score still tied at 3. Back and forth match here early on. Another nice passing shot by Kaitlyn to the backhand of Lingwei, which she can't find the volley. Yeah, a little bit of a missed return there. That's going to give Kaitlyn Christian a 2-point lead, and I think a couple of we haven't seen a lot of errors. There was probably that return error by Lingwei was one of the first kind of more notable errors, but they've been playing very strong. A lot of good passing shots, a lot of side outs. We'll see if Lingwei can get some momentum back here coming out of that first timeout that she called. That one goes just long. She's looking at it, but it was clearly long from here. Now it's 6-3 for Kaitlyn Christian.
Oh,
just another bullet by Lingwei Kong, a passing shot. I mean, these guys are painting the lines on both wings, both backhand and forehand, and that was a beauty by Lingwei. Wow.
it's really good.
Lingwei hits the line on the sideline there, and Kaitlyn ropes one right by her, about 2 inches from the line. Beautiful shot by both gals.
It's tough to read that because she could have hit that ball cross court as well. It's like tough to cover the net.
That one, wow, these, if they don't hit the line, they're like within an inch of the line. So these guys are playing with very small margins. That one goes long, and that'll give Lingwei another shot here, down 3-6 in game 1.
The slide serve over here from Lingwei.
It was a nice approach by Lingwei. I like the fact that she's coming to the net there and putting pressure on Kaitlyn. That forces an error on the passing shot and gives Lingwei her 4th point of this first game. Wow, that ball looked wide, but she does not call it out. But here's the career record of Lingwei Kong. She's 32-39 in singles, which is a .451 win percentage, but she's certainly an up-and-coming player, ranked 18th in the world right now, so her game is certainly on the rise. Oh, she misses that one, unfortunately, and here's the career record of Kaitlyn Christian. She's 117-50, which is a 70% win percentage, or 701 win percentage. That's good in any discipline, but it's really, really good in singles.
Impressive stat.
And she's also had some gold medals on the PPA Tour. I think her first one was December of 2024 was her first gold medal. Another nice point by Kaitlyn. She also won the PPA stop in Australia early last year, about a year ago. So she's got some gold medals in her back pocket, looking for another one here in Minnesota as the #1 seed. And she's up 8-4 here in game 1.
All right, quick hot take question. What do you think? So Annalie and Fahey both not playing. So how important
here? But I think, you know, this is an open event, so 1,000 points is 1,000 points, and the gals want the 1,000 points just like everyone else, and those points help in your rankings. They help in getting to the year-end tournament. So I don't think they really. I personally don't think they care much whether or not who the field is. They have to play who shows up, and out of that timeout, Lingwei does get a side out, and she'll now serve down 4-9. Nice, another point there by
This
Kaitlyn.
is too good right now from Christian, to be honest. It's like
you can see
plays
why
with a lot of confidence right now.
See why she's only given up 7 points leading into this match in this tournament. Yeah, that made a difficult shot for Lingwei. All she could do is push it back, and that led to a fairly easy put away by Kaitlyn Christian, which gets her to her first game point of this women's quarterfinal match.
Wide.
She calls that one wide.
Is she got to challenge it?
Kaitlyn Christian is going to challenge that one. I would say from my initial look at it, where we were standing here, it looked like it could potentially be in, but we'll see here on the replay. What it looks like. Not the best camera angle there.
Yeah, it looks out right now to me, but
I don't think so. It looks out. I agree. That isn't. I don't think that's green dotable from what I can see. It looks like the center of their ball is not in the line, but it's tough to tell. But I would say that's out. But who knows? Tom, you called it first before it got even further zoomed in. But I don't think half the ball or the center of the ball is over the line as it's crossing the line there. Yeah, so that is going to be a challenge that Kaitlyn does not win, so she will turn the ball back over to Lingwei Kong. Lingwei serving at 4-10. That one goes wide, and Lingwei puts her 5th point on the board here. You know, singles is a streaky game. People have come down from some crazy deficits in pickleball, so you never want to give up or just assume the person that's way ahead is going to close it out. There's a return that goes long, and now it is 6-10.
no timeout yet.
See if
I bet if
I'm thinking one more and it's going to be a timeout, but we'll see.
Wow.
Nice player there by Kaitlyn, dropping that one.
Picked herself out of this little hole, I guess.
Yep.
And let's see if she can finish this.
Another chance here to close out the first game. Up 10-6. That was just too good by Kaitlyn, and she closes out game one here, taking it from Lingwei Kong 11-6, and they'll change ends. You know, I would say again, this is, you know, there was a very even match here to start, especially those first 3 or 4 points for each side. And welcome back to the Pickleball Central International Championships. Heading into game two here between Kaitlyn Christian and Lingwei Kong. These two have met twice previously. Most recently in Cape Coral about a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, with Kaitlyn Christian defeating Lingwei Kong in 3, losing the first game but winning the second 2. So she's got a game in hand here. But certainly Lingwei has been shown the ability to play with Kaitlyn both today and a year ago in Cape Coral. So I would not give up any hope here on Lingwei to make this potentially a 3-game match and potentially even win it. She's got the first point of the second game. Oh, that was just a beautiful, beautiful drop shot, or not drop shot, but a passing shot that Kaitlyn found, and it actually gave her a very hittable ball, and it looked like she maybe just pulled off that one a little bit when she was trying to pass Kaitlyn for the second time. Kaitlyn evens the score here at 1 with that nice approach shot that Lingwei can't handle.
Wow. Volley. I didn't even mind that shot from Lingwei, but too good of a volley over here.
Yeah, Kaitlyn Christian's an excellent volleyer up at the kitchen line. You can see that she played doubles in tennis, and you can see the skill she developed playing doubles in tennis translate into pickleball up at the kitchen line. A lot of tennis, I'll say a lot of tennis-like volleys in some cases with that slice backhand. It's very reminiscent of tennis. But Lingwei gets the ball back now and 1 here in the second game. It's a service return error. Ties it at 2. Tries a cross-court dipping shot there that goes wide and turns the ball back over here to Kaitlyn Christian. Up a game and tied in the second game at 2. So that one on the baseline, it was hard to tell from here, but Kaitlyn Christian calls it out. Lingwei Kong is going to challenge it. I think that's a good challenge, even though it's fairly early here in game 2. She had a good look at it, thought it was in. You know, those balls on the baseline when the player's playing them at their feet, they're always really tough to call, and it's, you know, many times it's not that the player is trying to call it or hook somebody, but it's hard to see it.
It's out.
Yeah, that one looked clearly out though on the replay, so I'm guessing this will be a fairly quick review. Especially when people hit with that, you know, heavier topspin and the ball dips late, it's sometimes hard to tell exactly when it's making contact with the court. That one was out.
Yeah, that was clearly out.
But again, I don't blame Lingwei for making a challenge there, because you don't want to go home and see that ball was in and you didn't challenge it. And She does lose her free challenge timeout here early in game 1. That one goes long. Lingwei got unlucky there with that net cord that she just was able to get back over. Left Kaitlyn a very makeable pass shot that she puts into the net going cross court, and we are tied at 3. Wow, that's just beautiful there by Lingwei. Goes
Perfect shot.
Down the line, finds almost the exact corner. You can see this one here in the replay. Finds that kitchen corner, and she's going to now have a 4-3 lead, leading to a quick towel timeout. It's actually quite cool in here, so it's not like you're playing outside and you're sweating a lot. You're just trying to get a little bit of a break there. Net love there from Lingwei, finds the net, throws off the timing of Kaitlyn Christian, and that's going to lead to a timeout here by Kaitlyn, as Lingwei has put a nice run of 3 points together, and she's still serving. And with that, we will take a quick break and come back with the remainder of this match. Thanks for joining us here at the Pickleball Central. Welcome back here to the Pickleball Central Indoor National Championships. We have Lingwei Kong serving up 5-3 to Kaitlyn Christian.
Lingwei's playing well.
Yeah, she's playing great. She's found her rhythm here in this game, and now put up 4 straight points against Kaitlyn Christian, and has a lot of momentum. Kaitlyn called that timeout. It didn't stop the momentum. She got another point coming right out of it, and now she serves up 6-3. She had a good look there at a passing shot down the line, but finds the net. Top of the net. She's frustrated, but she does. 4-point run is nothing to be too upset about, and she's going to be down up 3 now. I think she caught the sideline there with that approach shot. Kaitlyn sails it long. Gives the ball back to Lingwei. Up 3. That was a great deep volley there by Kaitlyn. That was almost right at the feet of Lingwei, and she could not readjust and get a good strike on that last passing shot. So she'll step back again, but still up 3. Nice serve there by Kaitlyn Christian. Feel the momentum shifting again here, with a couple of points here from Kaitlyn Christian, leading to a little break there by Lingwei to kind of break the momentum.
Wow,
that was
a perfect drop.
That was an incredible passing shot there by Lingwei. A low dipping shot, just goes it over the net, and almost impossible for Kaitlyn Christian to get that one back. That was happening at a really big point in the second game as well.
Lingwei really hits it really flat sometimes with her backhand.
Yeah, she doesn't put quite as much topspin on it. That volley is just too good by Kaitlyn Christian. Finds the sideline, and we're tied up at 6. Given that she's only gotten 1 point in the serve, I think Lingwei will try to play through this and try to get the ball back.
Good hustle, though. Good from Christian.
Another example where Kaitlyn's getting to the net a little more than Lingwei. She gets there, and even though Lingwei hits a good first passing shot, Kaitlyn opens up the court and has a very easy put-away volley to get her ahead for the first time, or actually second time in the second game. Up 7-6 now. Serves that one long, but does have a nice 4-point run, and to answer Lingwei's 4-point run. Oh my.
Wow, they looked out from here, but
that was beautiful. Let's see the replay on that one. But she just ropes that one down the line.
Perfect.
That was
oh
well in, yeah.
Well in.
That was a few inches inside the sideline there. So that was just a two great strikes in the backhand in a row, and she finds her 7th point of the second game, and it's tied up at 7. Lingwei had a really nice approach shot there deep into the corner, and Kaitlyn goes all the way back cross court.
Slided there, so
yeah.
good.
Almost, again, similar shot that Lingwei hit a few points ago to Kaitlyn. It goes wide. I like Lingwei taking the net there whenever she can. She hits a nice pro shot, gets to the kitchen, and Kaitlyn Christian's passing shot goes wide, and now it's 7-7 still here. That one looked wide from here, but
challenge it.
She's going to challenge it. It's really hard to see from here on this other side of the court, but Lingwei quickly challenged that one.
Yeah, I think it's out too.
Yeah, I think that is out from our replay, but we'll see what the refs believe on this one.
Yeah, Lingwei challenged now twice, and it's probably gonna be wrong.
Yeah, this will be a technical warning. Yeah, so Lingwei is going to get a technical warning there on that challenge. She's had 2 unsuccessful challenges in this game, and now the next one will result in a point for Kaitlyn Christian. So that'll happen. She has to be very careful on calling any line challenges from here on out. Because it'll result in a point each time she is wrong on a challenge. So actually the rally would stand, whatever that is, if it's a point, plus you add another point. So it's pretty big penalty for being wrong on the next one.
Don't get in your head now. Try to stay locked in.
She's well in. She's playing well, and she's in the second game. She's only down a point. She just needs to get the ball back here. The last couple of ground strokes are into the net, and it gives Kaitlyn Christian a 9-7 lead, and she's now just 2 points from closing this quarterfinal match out.
Definitely. But she's putting lots of pressure on those shots, so it's not just like Lingwei is like hitting the net out of nowhere. It's like Kaitlyn puts so much topspin and power on those.
Kaitlyn's got some great ground strokes and pass and approach shots.
Wow. And that's why she's the #1 seed player here in this tournament, right?
Yep. Yep. She's had a
really good
3-point run here to give herself the first.
Let's see. Does she need only
match
one?
Point. Let's see. And there it is.
Very
So
safe.
that'll put a wrap on this one with, I'd say, a very well played match between these two participants. And Kaitlyn Christian was just a little bit better.